All right, ladies and gentlemen. I actually thought about not doing today's read through today, but I didn't want to skip out on it because otherwise I wouldn't be done before Christmas. I feel like I can get all these volumes and fully catch up by Christmas. Matter of fact, I'm on volume 4 today, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, I can definitely catch up to Dragon Ball Super well before Christmas. Cuz it's only going to take me 12 more volumes. So that would be 12 more days, and then I should have 3 more volumes after that. Well, 3 more sessions after that. So yeah, I'll definitely be able to fully catch up to Dragon Ball Super before we even get close to Christmas, which is what I intend. So, let's go ahead and get started, everyone. Yes, yo, peoples. Kyushu92 here. I know this read-through was a little bit later in the day, but that's because I had the Bleach reaction to do earlier this morning, and then the amount of hours we had to wait for the newest chapter of The Beginning After the End, that's done. I've eaten, so I'm good. I already had a good drink and got some shrimp, so I'm good. Now I can dedicate time to Dragon Ball Super. That's not how you say it, but that's just me being exaggerated. Dragon Ball Super Volume 4. Last we left off, we found out that the identity of Goku Black is Zamasu from a parallel world who used the Dragon Balls to switch bodies with Goku. Then he killed Goku and now inhabits his body, and he's now known as Goku Black. And Goku Black is getting help with eradicating all more, because this is called he's getting help killing all mortals in the universes with the help of Zamasu from, Goku Black is from their the current timeline, and then Zamasu is from a parallel world, and he's getting help from that Zamasu as they go about the universes killing all the Supreme Kais, and in the course of that, the gods of destruction, and eradicating all the universes of all of its mortals with what they call their Zero Mortal Project. And Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks go into the future to face off against Goku Black. They skirmish. It gets to a point where Goku Black then learns to assume his own Super Saiyan form called Super Saiyan Rose. And it looks like things are working out until that point. Then we find out that Zamasu of that world that's helping Goku Black is also immortal. So he literally can't be killed. So that just makes things a whole lot more strenuous. And in the skirmish, Trunks pretty much tells both Goku and Vegeta to retreat back to the present, while Trunks is left behind at the mercy of Goku Black and Zamasu, who, along with Mai, who is alive, by the way. So let's get started with Volume 4. I won't read the back synopsis, I'll read the one on the inside. Volume 4, Last Chance for Hope. I hope I read the name of the volume in the last one, but I think I did. Story thus far. A long, long time ago, Son Goku left on a journey in search of the legendary Dragon Balls, a set of 7 balls that when gathered would summon the dragon Shenron to grant any wish. After a great adventure, he collects them all. Later, he becomes the apprentice of King Kai, fights a number of vicious enemies, defeats the great Majin Buu, and restores peace on Earth. Some time passes, and then Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, suddenly appears and sets out in search of the Super Saiyan God. Goku, by becoming the Super Saiyan God, manages to stop Beerus from destroying the Earth, and starts training under him with Vegeta. One day, future Trunks appears from a future parallel universe. In his time, a mysterious man known as Goku Black has steadily been destroying the Earth. Goku and Vegeta travel to the future timeline, with Trunks to confront Goku Black, who is really Zamasu, the apprentice of the Lord of Lords from Universe 10, who used the Super Dragon Balls to switch bodies with Goku. Goku Black transformed into Super Saiyan Rose, and with the help of the Zamasu from the parallel world, pushed Goku and Vegeta into retreating back to their own time. So that's pretty much all the stuff that's happened here, and we are now getting into the volumes where it's only 4 chapters per volume. So we only got 4 chapters per volume, and it's going to pretty much be that way for every other volume all the way up until I get to volume 16. So we got chapters 21 through 24. Chapters 21, Last Chance for Hope. I am so glad my sisters got me this lamp, because when natural lighting ain't working, and it starts to get dark, even though it's like 5:07, it's starting to get like very dim outside. Light. We have light. So I can do this at basically any time. But it's also always good to see you here, Snow and Psycho. Chapters 21, Last Chance for Hope. And then it cuts to Trunks, who's, boxing with Emperor Pilaf and Shu, with Mai sitting off to the side. Pilaf, young master, I am not strong enough to be your training partner. No, I have to become stronger. And then Trunks is still training against Pilaf. Hey, you're hitting too hard! And then Maya's just off by herself. Then the space and the air shifts around, and then the time machine comes back. And everyone's alerted, with Trunks saying, Mom, the time machine's back! And Bulma, with Beerus and everyone else, heads outside, and they see the time machine, and they see only Goku and Vegeta getting out of the time machine. Dad! Goku! And then Goku and Vegeta drop down to the ground, but Bulma does not see her son Trunks get out of the time machine. Trunks! And then she looks, and it's just the cat that was with Trunks, who pokes his head out. Then it cuts to Goku chewing on a sensu bean. Sensu bean! It's a good thing you left some sensu beans with us, but now we only have 4 left. And Vegeta doesn't say anything. I'm sorry for leaving Trunks behind, but we had no choice. I need to learn the Mafuba, and then I'm going back. But it takes a whole day to extract enough fluid for a round trip. Kakarot, you knew that and still left Trunks behind. It's pointless to blame him, Vegeta. He understands the situation. I'm really sorry. Come to think of it, since it's a time machine, can't we just return to the exact same day in the future? That's right! You're so smart, Goku! Goes Trunks. No, you're wrong. Think about it. Even though it's a time machine, it's not connected to the future. It's connected to a parallel timeline. That's because it was configured that way. Once you change something, you will never be able to travel back to the same future again. What? What? Goes Vegeta. Therefore, we can't afford to change history. I was holding my my volume at the wrong angle. Now I can see it a lot more, so I can see the pages. Yes, light. Let me lower this. Yeah, there we go. Because you guys can hear my voice just fine. I'm very good at projecting. Therefore, we can't afford to change history. Spending 1 day over here means 1 day has also passed in the future too. And this draws surprise from the Supreme Kai. Moreover, to tell you the truth, the connection between here and that future is weakening. Either way, the next round trip will be your last chance. You will never be able to visit Trunks' future again. And this brings surprise to both Vegeta, Trunks, and Mai. And Whis! Oh my, this is bad. And the Supreme Kai stands up, and Beerus looks at him. What's wrong, Supreme Kai? Nothing. I just remembered the promise I made with Lord Goas. I need to go back and explain everything we've learned to him. I'm going to Universe 10. Then Whis. All right, he's probably upset about what happened to his apprentice. Please lend him your support. Yes, I will. And then he walks away, but the face of the Supreme Kai does not look like he's completely agreeing with Whis. And Whis kind of notices the air around the Supreme Kai is not the same. I'm not going to the future, by the way. Huh? Why not? I helped you destroy the Zamasu from this world. You guys should be able to take care of the rest. Besides, I'm better off just waiting here while enjoying a tasty meal. Agreed, says Whis. Hey, you're being irresponsible, says Bulma. Goku! By the way, what would the future you be up to? It's not like you died along with Beerus, right? When the deity an angel serves dies, their function is suspended until a new god appears. Huh? So we really have no allies in the future. What are you going to do now, Bulma? Either way, I have to master the Mafuba by the end of the day. I'm gonna go see the old man. What about you, Vegeta? It's none of your business. I won't rely on a technique like that. And then Vegeta just shoots off into the sky. Vegeta. And then Goku just smiles. And as Vegeta's flying off, he's angry. Like you see the anger veins on his forehead, right next to his left widow peak. Forget Super Saiyan Rose. I will definitely kill that one. I will definitely kill that bastard. And then he flies off to the lookout tower. Then we cut to the future. In the future. And it cuts to Trunks, who's still pinned down by Goku Black with Zamasu right behind him, with his Z-Sword still impaled on his chest. What's with that smirk on your face? Do you really believe you succeeded by helping those two escape? And then he brings up Trunks' face and slams him even harder into the ground, causing Trunks to cough up blood. Nothing you do can stop me. I will continue getting stronger and stronger. And he just continues to take Trunks' face and just slam his head into the ground. Mind you, Trunks is on his back, so Goku Black is grabbing him by the face, lifting it up, and then slamming it into the ground with more and more excessive force. With Mai in the background going, stop! And then she comes up with the butt of her shotgun and tries to hit Black in the back, and it does nothing. Stop! Let him go, you jerk! You're in the way. And he glares at Mai, and she gets sent flying backwards. So apparently he has the ability to just look, and him just looking can cause concussive force. And she gets knocked back, and she gets the wind actually knocked out of her because she's coughing. Trunks see this, and mind you, he's still in his Super Saiyan state. You bastard! And then he shoots Black point blank, causing Black to actually get off of him. And then Trunks jumps back, and he uses Taiyo! And then his sword comes sailing towards him. But as he's saying Taiyo, his sword gets dangerously close to... His sword actually gets thrown at him, and he just barely manages to dodge out of the way, but he still winds up with a cut on his cheek, and his sword lands all the way behind him. And it turns out it was Zamasu who threw his sword at him. That won't work again. And then it shows Zamasu's wound, like his entire stab wound, completely healing instantly. Imagine, being immortal also gives you like super high-speed regeneration. That's kind of OP in the Dragon Ball universe. And then Zamasu just laughing. Then we cut to Black. You don't know when to quit. How can you not see that you have no hope left? We will always find hope. We will always hold on to hope. Even if you kill us, you won't win. I see. I assume you are prepared to die then. I shall grant your wish. And he uses ki energy to hold on to Trunks, and then, using it like a rope, he slams Trunks all over the place, with Trunks unable to do anything, with Mai screaming out, Trunks! And Goku Black is just enjoying this as he's whipping and slinging Trunks all through these many buildings in the destroyed cityscape that they're currently in. Die! And he throws Trunks into a nearby building. Well then, Trunks, it's time to end this. And he conjures up a big ball of energy in his hands as he's preparing to kill Trunks. Then Mai sees the Z-Sword, and she attempts to pull it out of the wall. Well, she pulls it out of the wall, but it's still too heavy for her to fully lift off the ground. And as she's running towards Trunks, screaming his name, Trunks says, Stop, Mai. Stay back. Huh? You need to get as far from here as you can. No way! So you've finally given up. Don't worry, I won't go as far as destroying the Earth itself. All I want is to exterminate all the mortals. It's beautiful. It's so bright as Zamasu is looking at Black conjure use this build up energy in his hands as Trunks stands there, knocked out of his Super Saiyan form. Die, Saiyan! And he prepares to throw this orb at Trunks. And before that happens, Zamasu's master Goasu appears in front of Trunks, momentarily stopping Black. And Goasu just looks at Black. Goasu! Who are you? Take my hand, says Goasu. And then it shows the Supreme Kai who grabs onto Mai. You too, Mai, grab on. And then both Goasu, Trunks, Mai, and the Supreme Kai from Universe 7 just straight up disappear. This is... Wasn't that Goasu? Universe 7's Lord of Lords was with him. I thought they died a long time ago. No, I assume they've come here from the past. Future realm of the Lord of Lords, and both Goasu and the Supreme Kai teleport to this world with Mai and Trunks. It's like what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta did to Omega Shenron when Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just blinded, then just blinked, then Omega goes flying back. It's not the first time you see something like this. Especially when we get to the Tournament of Power. There's another example of just merely blinking, and it causes explosions and hits to happen. My future Trunks voice sounds near like the future Trunks movie dub voice from way back. Oh, thank you. I kind of wanted to sound kind of like him as much as I could. Then again, I've heard so much of his voice when I played Xenoverse 2. It's been a while, but at the same time, I'm glad I could keep that voice going. But yeah, they teleport to the Lord of Lords in the future realm. Whew. Oh boy. Supreme Kai! My apologies for coming so late. I was waiting for the right opportunity to come in and help you. So you've come from the past. I didn't think that was possible. Of course. We Lord of Lords are able to travel to any future with that ring of time. We? Please excuse me for the late introduction. I am the Lord of Lords from Universe 10. My name is Goasu. My deepest apologies for all that has happened. And then Goasu just bows to Trunks. I gotta learn to keep my elbow off of my desk so it doesn't shake the camera at the same time. Zamasu was already twisted before you took him on as your apprentice. It is not entirely your fault. It's my fault for not noticing that about him. It's obvious that it's no one's fault but my own. Lord Goasu. And then Mai. Hey, I know this is important and all, but can you tell us where we are? Oh, I'm sorry. This right here is the realm of the Lord of Lords, even though no one lives here anymore. As long as we're here, Black won't be able to find us. Let's stay hidden until Goku and Vegeta come back. And then Trunks really doesn't say anything. And then we cut to the Turtle House, as Goku is learning how to use the evil containment wave. That's what the Mafuba is called. And then he drives energy into the air, and he tries to bring it. And I guess he's learning from Master Roshi. Using my master's creation, Mafuba, is your last resort. You've got a sharp eye, Goku. And then Goku tries to use the Mafuba, but it fails and it misses the pot that it's supposed to go into. Aw, man, I missed again. Wrong. You won't get it at all. You won't be able to seal him unless you directly hit the jar. I know, but that's easier said than done. That is because your approach is too rough. You lack a gentle hand. If that's so, old man, why don't you come with us to the future and help us seal Zamasu? You fool! Sealing a monster like that requires physical strength from the caster. If I try that now, not only will I fail, but I'll also end up kicking the bucket. This technique is that dangerous, huh? Of course it is. Back during the reign of the great demon King Piccolo. Oh, well, whatever. I don't think it's possible to lose your life just by trying it once. I've got sensu beans with me anyways. You forgot that I died using that move once, haven't you? By the way, all I gotta do after sealing him with the Mafuba is cover the top with paper and tie it off, right? Yep. Don't forget to paste the talisman on it after that, too. All right.
Hold on, let me make the talisman for you real quick.
Thanks.
Make sure you toss me a host. Make sure you take me to a hostess bar later, okay?
And then Goku doesn't say anything. Zamasu's hideout in the future. We cut to Black, who's left his Super Saiyan Rose form. This has gotten more difficult. Now that our plan has been revealed to the Lord of Lords, maybe it's no longer possible to carry out our plans in secret. And then the real Zamasu. If they report to the Lord of Everything, things will get even worse. I suppose it's time for us to leave Earth and move to a different planet. True. Let's leave tomorrow morning. Okay. We might as well get rid of the remaining mortals before we leave, though. And then it cuts to the planet of the Lord of Lords as Mai and Trunks are sleeping while Goasu and the Supreme Kai are watching over them.
They seem to be sleeping well.
Yes, it looks like my herbs are working. If only Kibito was here, we could heal them more quickly.
That healing power is only granted to the ones who serve the Lord of Lords. It was originally a power that was meant to support us gods.
And that power is now being used for evil. It's created a thing that now threatens the universes that we are supposed to protect.
How ironic. We might be at a point where our use as Lord of Lords and our power should be reconsidered.
Then the Supreme Kai senses something as they look in a direction, and they sense... This is... Zamasu is killing all of the surviving Earthlings! As it shows Zamasu and Goku Black just flying all over the world. All over Earth. Just exterminating everyone. They're really embracing the whole destroy all humans moniker right now. They're just going around zapping everyone. Zamasu! We need to clean this up thoroughly before we leave.
Don't let a single one of them escape. Zamasu! This is insane! I cannot stand this any longer. I am going to Earth.
You can't! It's too dangerous to go by yourself now. Then both Trunks and Mai wake up. Goku and Vegeta are coming back shortly. You must wait until then. Then Goasu doesn't say anything.
I might be old, but I am still Zamasu's master. There should still be a way to persuade him.
And then he disappears from Supreme Kai's sight. Lord Goasu! Then both Zamasu and Goku Black land on a building. How is it? Are there any survivors?
That storage unit down there. The mortals in there are the only ones left.
I see. Then allow me. And as Zamasu floats down to the storage container to eliminate the last mortals on Earth, Goasu appears behind Goku Black.
Zamasu! You're here, Goasu. I haven't forgotten that you were my apprentice. It seems you have survived thanks to changes in the past. What made you come all the way here? You must stop this madness now!
And then the storage shed explodes.
Too bad the remaining mortals were extinguished just now. Zamasu, why have you committed such an atrocity? Why, you ask?
And mind you, this is still Goku Black, so I'm using an altered Goku voice.
Why, you ask? Mortals are not needed to create a truly peaceful world. That is what you taught me. That's nonsense! I taught you the importance of watching over the growth of mortals. Wrong. Mortals never cease repeating the same mistakes. What you showed me in the end was that and nothing else. Oh, Zamasu, if my teaching has failed to guide you on the right path of a god, this is all my fault. If so, then why did you kill the other gods? My ideology would never be accepted by them. I was certain that the other gods would get in my way. Of course they would! That proves your ideals are wrong! Zamasu, let's start over together.
And then Goku Black begrudgingly looks up at his former master.
At this point, why are you even bothering? Our plan is already in motion. There's no going back now. You're wrong! There's always a way to set things right. Come with me, accept your wrongdoing, and let us go express our apologies to the Lord of Everything, and then we will return to Universe 10 together.
Then Zamasu pops out of the shed after pretty much killing everyone in there. What the? That must be Goasu. What are they talking about? And then Supreme Kai along with Mai and Trunks appears in front of him. And the other Lord of Lords is also here. What business do you have? What business do you have here? I won't let you interfere with Goasu's persuasion. Zamasu, you will accept your sins and change your ideals. I was expecting something better. Move, you're in the way. And then Trunks gets in the path of Zamasu. What are you going to do?
If it's only you, I can at least stall you. If it's only you, I can at least stall you.
You are underestimating me. And then Zamasu brings back his Keyblade again. And then it cuts to Goasu, who's still trying to talk to Goku Black.
No, take my hand, Zamasu.
And then it looks like Goku Black is about to take Goasu's hand, but he misses his hand and proceeds to... he proceeds to use a Keyblade to completely impale Goasu right then and there. Goku literally just pulled, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it, and just pulled that same move on Goasu, which shocks everyone, except for Zamasu, I think. Lord Goasu!
This is the third time I've killed you. The very first time, the beginning of everything was when I killed the Goasu who was my own master. The second time was when I killed his master after I came to this world. And here comes the third time. Did you seriously believe I would have the slightest bit of hesitation after all I've done?
And Goku Black takes the blade out of the chest. Out of the chest of Goasu. Hey, Kyushu came by to say that I'm loving the My Hero Academia read-throughs on chapter 168 right now, and it really helps listening to you read whilst I read too. Thank you. No problem, REU Music Channel. Whatever help I can be to be an entertainer for all of you. Hey, as long as you're entertained, I know I'm doing my job. So, yeah, it's always nice to know that people still enjoy the stuff that I do. Helps the channel. Especially since I've hit like 3,700 subscribers today. Oh yes, this channel's growing, and I am grateful. But after Goku Black pulls his hand and dispels the Keyblade he had on his hand out from Goasu, everyone just watches as Goasu's body just falls off of the rooftop that they were on. And then it cuts to Vegeta getting outside of the hyperbolic time chamber. And his clean clothes and fine, clean, and undamaged clothes are just massively broken, beaten, and destroyed. Like he's completely covered in battle wounds after being inside of the hyperbolic time chamber all this time, surprising Mr. Popo and Dende.
I'm coming for you, jerk.
And then it shows Master Roshi sleeping in Kame house, as Goku steadily tries to use the Mafuba, and he brings the energy down, and it lands inside of the jar.
I did it! I'm ready!
And that is the end of chapter 21, as it cuts to... as the last image of chapter 21, it shows Goasu apparently meeting Zamasu for the very first time.
Will you come with me to my sacred world and study under me?
Me? With you, the Lord of Lords? Yes, I am overwhelmingly honored. I will dedicate myself to you and do everything I can for the peace of the universe. And this is how Zamasu was at the beginning. Now to chapter 22, Zamasu's final trump card. And everyone surrounds the dead Goasu. Lord Goasu! Lord Goasu! And Goku Black is just looking down as he's smiling evilly. For a god whose job it is to guide their universe to peace, this evil act is unforgivable! As the Supreme Kai launches straight towards Goku Black. And then Zamasu chases after him, going, I won't let you. And he appears right behind the Supreme Kai and kicks him straight in the back. I don't know about y'all, but getting kicked in the front is one thing, but getting kicked in the back is another thing, because that's where your spine is. And if you break the spine, you pretty much break the person. But he kicks the Supreme Kai, and he hits the ground. You sure are mouthy for a weak god who can't even protect his own universe. as Zamasu looks down on him.
Lord Goasu, you can't die here. Please, open your eyes!
And then Trunks takes him by the hand and grips it. And then Goasu coughs. He's still alive somehow.
He's still alive! Supreme Kai! Lord Goasu is still with us!
Huh? What did he say? Looks like I missed his vitals.
As Goku Black lands.
They might escape again if I keep them alive. I'm going to start with finishing these Lord of Lords off first. Mai, take the motorcycle and get as far away as you can with Lord Goasu.
But what about you, Trunks?
I'll try to stop him until Father and Goku get back.
No way!
Just go!
And then Trunks assumes Super Saiyan as he prepares to run at Goku Black. Then there's a flash in another location, and it's Goku and Vegeta, who have returned to the future.
Good, Trunks and Mai are both still alive. They've moved far away, though.
This is bad. I feel Trunks' energy starting to fade.
He's in battle.
We've got to hurry, Vegeta. And they both appear right as they see Goku Black, who's in Super Saiyan Rosé form right now, holding Trunks by the neck.
Father! Darn it!
Supreme Kai came to this side too.
You've returned already.
And Goku Black throws down Trunks.
I'm going to beat him to a pulp. Goku, go give those two the sensu beans.
You sure you can handle this on your own?
Of course. Weren't you going to seal the immortal Zamasu?
Right. And then Vegeta motions for Goku, he goes, and motions for Goku Black to follow him to a far-off location so they can fight, as Goku runs up on Trunks and gives him a sensu bean.
I'm sorry, Trunks. You did well. Here's a sensu bean.
Sensu bean! I won't let you. And then Zamasu tries to hit Goku, who moves out of the way with instant transmission, and then grabs both the Supreme Kai and Trunks and disappears from Zamasu's sight.
They got away.
Then it cuts to Mai, who's carrying Goasu with her, and as she's driving, Goku appears directly in front of her, causing her to skid on the motorcycle she's currently driving.
Goku!
Hey, sorry to keep you waiting.
If you have another sensu bean, we need to give one to Lord Goasu.
Huh? Who? And then it cuts to Vegeta and Goku Black.
You don't look any different since you left. Have you really changed, Vegeta? Your face still pisses me off.
You sound confident. Did you discover a new transformation or something?
I wonder.
Very well. Show me. And then Goku Black builds up more energy.
Whatever transformation it may be, it won't be a match for my power.
And then Vegeta starts transforming. And when he does transform, all Goku Black can say is, "What?" As it shows Vegeta has managed to reach the level of Super Saiyan God.
Red hair? Is that Super Saiyan God?
What do you think you're doing?
I finally realize that what I truly need to defeat you is this form.
You must have lost your mind in desperation. What are you even going to do with that downgraded Super Saiyan form? And then Vegeta's just smiling at him.
Why are you making that face?
Stop laughing, Saiyan! And then Vegeta, as Goku Black tries to blast him, Vegeta just smiles and effortlessly dodges out of the way of the blast, which completely destroys the city off in the far-off distance. And then Vegeta starts dodging, and Black is getting upset.
I told you to stop making that face!
As Goku Black still tries to hit Vegeta, but Vegeta is dodging it effortlessly, making fun of the man. And then he launches towards Goku Black, and Goku Black immediately goes on a defensive, barely having enough time to brace Vegeta trying to punch him.
You've gotten faster. What have you done? I will show you exactly what I've done.
And he proceeds to clash with Goku Black.
How is this kind of power coming from that body even possible?
And Vegeta steadily is punching towards Zamasu. And before Zamasu can even react, Vegeta instantly kicks him, sending him flying a far distance away into several buildings. Oh, you know you get hit hard when you get hit through not one, but several buildings. Ask Darkseid when Superman finally punched him during the Justice League Unlimited show. That was gratifying. Same moment here. Goku Black manages to right himself, and then he dashes straight towards where... Well, he actually rights himself, but he's still skidding, and he manages to get knocked inside of a building straight behind him because he wasn't still not at the level where he could have stopped himself from Vegeta. Then, Goku Black gets upset, screams out, and pretty much just destroys the entire building he was in out of frustration. And he walks out to see Vegeta in front of the building, waiting for him.
Don't mess with me. You must be using some trick. Are you frustrated from losing to Super Saiyan God, Mr. Rose? I've lost to you. Don't make me laugh. Then let's settle this and make it clear.
And Vegeta and Goku Black continue to clash with one another as we cut to Mai and company in another location.
Phew,
I'm glad we all made it out of there, goes Goku.
You saved us, Goku,
says Trunks. That was a close call for you, Goasu.
I never expected something like that thing existed.
I apologize for wasting your precious sensu beans. Don't worry about it. We owe you for saving Trunks. But looks like we're now down to the last one. Oh well, it should be alright. As long as Vegeta defeats Black and I seal away Zamasu.
Huh? So that means you've learned how to use the Mafuba.
Yeah, I got it down perfectly. Oops, this one's the time machine. I want you to hold on to this. And he takes out the capsule that has the time machine and he just... Are we good? Oh, good. I gotta dial it back in order to fully catch up to where I was. Let me exit out of anything that could be causing this problem to happen, because I want to keep going. Okay, where was I? Yeah, okay, so it looked like it dropped frames massively, so I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so let's go back. He takes out the capsule that actually has the time machine. He takes out the capsule that actually has the time machine in it. And he gives it to Trunks. I want you to hold on to this. Here it is. And he tosses out another capsule that actually has the jar for sealing Zamasu inside. I gotta seal him in this jar.
a plum jar?
The old man was using it as a pickled plum container. Then there's an explosion behind them, and they look back and they see Goku Black getting thrown across the ground as he's looking, and everyone is like, that's Goku Black. And then someone walks out of the smoke, and Vegeta just waves his hand to the side, and he walks through with that same old devious smile on his face.
My father's form. What is that?
That's Super Saiyan. That's Super Saiyan God. The form before Super Saiyan Blue.
The previous one? But he's not getting pushed back with Zamasu's Rosé form.
And it shows Vegeta just steadily beating up on Goku Black.
Vegeta, he sure did his homework.
Super Saiyan Blue brings out enormous power, but you can't fight in that form for long. However, the God form is well balanced by comparison. It doesn't consume much energy either.
But still, how do you handle Goku Black while staying in that God form? He's not always keeping the god form up. Take a closer look. What? In the very instant he throws an attack, Vegeta switches to Super Saiyan Blue.
So you mean to tell me that Vegeta has been switching between Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God every time he switches to Super Saiyan Blue with every attack and then switches back to God form to conserve energy? It's still a massive boost, though.
That's amazing. How could he possibly?
He's storing the power of Super Saiyan Blue until the right time and lets it explode when he needs it. Is that the same thing you did back when fighting hit? Yeah, but in my case, I can only go as far as making the switch once, while Vegeta is able to repeat it over and over again. Furthermore, his power isn't decreasing. That just shows how hard he's trained. So all that training he's basically did inside the hyperbolic time chamber allowed him to gain better control of Super Saiyan God form and be able to switch between Super Saiyan Blue better than Goku. Who knows how long Vegeta was inside the hyperbolic time chamber after all this time? I feel like it's been a hot minute since he's been in there. Vegeta pulled I already got the secret equipment, so let me go back and unlock the other equipment too, like he's a video game character. See, I love it when video games let you do that. When you get like a... Sorry about that. Vacuums in going off in the hallway. While Vegeta is able to repeat it over and over again. Furthermore, his power isn't decreasing. That just shows how hard he's trained. And then both Vegeta and Goku Black land a distance from each other.
I see. You bastard, you were sneakily transforming mid-fight. You finally realize that. But even if you can see it, how will it make any difference to you?
And as Vegeta says this, Zamasu comes careening in directly behind him, and he kicks away Vegeta. Let's beat him with two of us together. That way, we will have the advantage. Ah, that guy! You guys keep hiding here. I'm gonna steal him away. And then Goku runs over to where Zamasu is. Hey you, Zamasu! You were technically a Lord of Lords, right? Fighting one-on-one is key for a fight between proud warriors. Don't get in the way of their fight. You dare to try and face me again.
That's right, I'll be your opponent.
And then it shows Goku facing off against Zamasu. And then Goku Black sees the jar, wondering, what's that jar? And then some ki blasts shoot towards Black, and he gets momentarily distracted as Vegeta tries to get him to focus attention on him again.
Do you really have the luxury of being distracted by something else right now?
And then Goku Black and Vegeta continue their fight in the clouds. Zamasu, do you still not understand? I'm immortal. It's impossible for me to lose.
Even if you are immortal, this technique will put an end to you, Zamasu.
And then it shows Goku using Super Saiyan Blue as he uses, take this, Mafuba! And then Zamasu senses that this power grabs hold of him. He gets pulled in with the evil containment wave, waved around, and then he goes flying into the jar screaming, what is this? And he flies into the jar.
I did it!
Wow!
Did he do it?
And then it cuts to Goku as he runs over. And he says, Trunks, I need your help.
Yes.
And it cuts to him helping Goku tie off the top of the jar.
Is this okay?
Good. One last thing. You need to put this talisman on it, and we're finished. And he puts the talisman on it, and it turns out that it's just a 50% off coupon for Club Tight and Scanty. It's not the talisman for the evil containment wave. Huh?
Goku, that's...
And then it cuts back to Kame House with Master Roshi.
Goku left the talisman behind and took my discount coupon for a hostess bar instead.
Then the jar explodes, as it turns out that Zamasu himself was not fully sealed inside. Darn it! And then Zamasu is on the ground, huffing and puffing. Guess I blew it. Then it cuts to Vegeta, who's momentarily distracted while fighting Black.
That idiot! He screwed up!
What sorcery is this? I thought I was doomed. How dare you mess with me? Now that it's come to this, I'm going to keep fighting until I obliterate you all. Guess I have no choice. I knew I wasn't suited for that kind of technique anyway. And then it shows Goku going into Super Saiyan God form.
What? You also gonna use Super Saiyan God?
I lost quite a lot of energy using the Mafuba. Going blue right now won't work for too long. Well, for you, I guess this is more than enough. And this angers Zamasu as Goku's talking to him. Then it cuts to Zamasu as he tries to do something too. He tries to grab onto Goku with energy, and Goku is instantly behind him. That's right, I need to be careful with that paralyzing technique. And he proceeds to kick Zamasu in the back. What is it with people just continuously getting kicked in the back in this series? It's like, I understand getting punched in the face and everything, but getting kicked in the back, that has to hurt. And Zamasu skids across the ground, and he has scratches all over his face, which instantly heal up because he's immortal, and therefore unable to be damaged. That won't work. I can't take damage. And then Goku proceeds to punch him directly in the stomach. And as Goku proceeds to constantly barrage Zamasu with punches, everything that happens to him instantly heals up. It's no use. How many times do I have to tell you? I can't tell if it's no use, so I gotta keep on fighting until you give up. Then it cuts to Black fighting Vegeta.
Darn it, for a scumbag like you. You picked the wrong body to steal. It's about time I finished you off.
Looks like things are about to be settled over there. Are you still going to do those bad things even if no one is left to help you? You do realize you won't be able to do a thing on your own, right? Are you frustrated? You were used by your other self. Enough! Silence, mortal! Honestly, you alone in that state are much weaker than even Trunks. You may be immortal, but there's no way you could kill off every single mortal in the universe. Our plan is flawless. Failure is not an option.
It looks like he's taking a lot of It seems like he's taking a lot of psychological damage,
says Trunks. And then as Zamasu tries to blow up the ground underneath Goku, Goku's behind him. You should give up and go back to the universe you came from, Zamasu.
I'll let you two choose. I can finish you off right here, or you two can take care of each other.
Wait, did I skip a page? I skipped a page. Yes, I did. I did skip a page. And then Goku, with one big shove, shoves Zamasu close to Goku Black.
Darn it, this is not what was supposed to happen. Darn it all.
And then Goku Black,
get up. What do you think I made you immortal for?
And then Zamasu gets up. He gets up and grabs Goku Black by the neck. You never told me this would happen. Didn't you say we could control the universe by combining our power? You have to become the mightiest being of all, or else everything will be for nothing. And then it cuts to Goku and Vegeta getting close and walking close to each other as they're watching this squabble happen. What's this? Are they fighting?
It's over. I'll let you two choose. I can finish you off right here, or you two can take care of each other.
And then it cuts to Zamasu easing up on grabbing Black. And then Black grabs him by the wrist and says,
take it easy, brother. Remember, we still have one final trump card. That's right. If you can't choose, then I'll just have to kill you both. I'll just have to kill both of you. Ready?
One last trump card, and then it cuts to Goku Black messing with his ears, and then Goku notices and screams, "This is bad, Vegeta! Finish them now!"
What?
And then it shows Goku Black messing with one of his Potara rings as he puts it on the opposite ear. And then he tries to throw a ki blast at both Zamasu and Goku Black. And they both move quickly, and the whole area erupts in an explosion.
What was that, Kakarot?
And then as this dust starts to settle, Supreme Kai notices, It can't be. And then he lands.
Be grateful that you are allowed to witness this form, mortals. The one and only deity in the universe, in the entire universe. The birth of God Zamasu.
As it shows that Zamasu and Goku have combined, have fused together. And that is the end of chapter 22, with a footnote at the end going, with Master Roshi going,
maybe I should have given him a jar with the spell already on it. That way he wouldn't have needed a separate seal.
And that is chapter 22. Onwards to chapter 23, the Potara's True Worth.
Well then, mortals, you're going to pay for rebelling against us gods.
Look, this is... Hey, we've both done something like that before.
Yeah, it's the same Potara fusion as Vegerot.
And he says, Vegerot? But isn't it Gogeta?
It's the same Potara fusion as Vegerot.
Oh, he's saying Vegerot because he doesn't want the name of Goku in front of his. You're right. Prideful saying. Forgot. Goatsu!
What in the world?
Trunks.
Huh? The two of them fused? What's going on?
Supreme Kai! What you see there is called Potara fusion. When the earrings that the Lord of Lords wear are worn by two individuals on the opposite ear, they become fused into a single person, creating one mighty warrior.
A mighty warrior?
And then God Zamasu smiles as Vegeta and Goku prepare themselves, and he floats in the air and he rushes past the both of them. Instantly, before they can even move, then all of a sudden both Goku and Vegeta are left motionless as they both got hit by something as they fall out of their Super Saiyan forms. And they're both coughing hard.
Darn it! Did he attack them? I didn't see it at all.
Crap, when did he even... And then God Zamasu is looking at his hands.
So this is the power of the Potara. This is what fusion is like.
How wonderful! This is perfect.
You bastard, don't get cocky just because of that attack. Now that I only got one guy to kill, you just help me out.
And then it shows Vegeta going Super Saiyan Blue and trying to rush at God Zamasu, who just looks back at him and glares. As he proceeds to pepper Vegeta's back with hits, and Vegeta falls to the ground in pain, and he falls out of Super Saiyan Blue back to his base form. Vegeta!
My body moves just as I want it to, as expected from the fusion of two of me.
That jerk! And then Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue as well.
Wait, Goku said he didn't have any more energy left to use Super Saiyan Blue.
And then Goku launches at Zamasu. And Zamasu just puts his hand up and with one swift motion slaps away Goku like he's nothing. And as Goku is flailing on the ground, he jumps back up and rushes at Zamasu again, who just deflects all of his hits. He's not even directly hitting him, he's just slapping away his actual attacks.
He's deflecting every one of Goku's attacks.
And as he tries to hit Zamasu again, Zamasu flips over Goku and sends him hurtling behind him.
It's as if you're not even moving, son Goku. You were quite arrogant just a moment ago.
And then it shows Goku preparing to use like a Kame Blast on him.
Who exactly is weaker than Trunks,
And then he blasts Zamasu and blasts straight through Zamasu's body. He just instantly blasts straight through Zamasu's body. Oh, did it work? Goes Supreme Kai. And as Goku is huffing and puffing, Zamasu stands right back up with a giant gaping hole in his chest. And then, in an instant, the gaping hole is gone and healed over.
No, he's still immortal even after the fusion.
Excellent. My healing abilities remain as before. Then he telekinetically grabs Goku, and then he grabs Vegeta, and he starts to strangle them, like he starts to force choke him.
Well then, let's see how strong my power can get. Yeah, Vegeta, this is kinda getting bad. His fighting skills have gotten better, and he's immortal. It's all because you didn't finish him quickly. Shut up! You failed to seal him too!
And then as there's an explosion emits from Zamasu that envelops both Goku and Vegeta. As Trunks screams out, "Get down!" And then, as the blast happens, Vegeta and Goku are thrown back, and we see from a sky-high bird's-eye view of the world an enormous blast that envelops the entire region. And there's just a gigantic smoldering crater left behind after the blast from Zamasu. God Zamasu.
Is everybody all right?
Barely, says the Supreme Kai.
Perfect. This is too perfect. This is amazing. This devastating power. This is it. This is what I've wanted. Look at this, filthy Lord of Lords. The time of you feeble gods watching over everyone is now over.
As both Gowasu and Supreme Kai look on.
Hey, Kakarot, your sensu beans. What happened to them?
We only have one left.
Tuh.
The gods on millions of planets scattered across the universe, lords of worlds in all 4 directions, lords of lords in all 12 universes, and the gods of destructions. They're all unnecessary. Every single intelligent being that isn't myself shall be terminated! And then it shows Zamasu just erupting tons and tons of blasts out of his body. And the whole area just gets bombarded all over Earth, getting bombarded with just randomly shot blasts as he's laughing maniacally. Then it shows some blasts getting close to Mai and company, and Goku sees this. This is bad! And he instant transmissions in front of it, and he just tanks the hits to protect everyone.
Whew. I'm sorry, Goku.
You did all you need. You all need to get farther away from here. Hey, Goku, take these with you. Aren't these? You two will never lose to Zamasu if you've become Vegerot. Vegerot, huh? And then it shows Vegeta dodging away from a blast as well, getting closer to Trunks and company.
Vegeta! What?
We also have the option to use Potara Fusion, but what do you think?
Don't be ridiculous. I told you before, fusion with you will never happen again.
That's what I thought you'd say. That's how it is. I'm sorry, but I need to return these to you. After all, we both want to fight with our own strength. No way, even as a situation like this?
Kakarot, you stay here and watch too. I'm going ahead to fight him.
And then it shows Vegeta flying off on his own, half-cocked again, with Goku close behind. Hold on, Vegeta, it's my turn!
How in the world to refuse the Potara fusion? Why?
Goes Gowasu. Then it cuts to Vegeta stopping as Goku catches up to him. They talk, and then Goku gets a thumbs up to everyone, and then Goku flies upwards.
More than that.
That's how they said it. Sorry, I was reading it wrong.
More than that, are they really going to fight Zamasu on their own?
Those two are just like that. Hey, Zamasu, stop attacking things at random! Fight me face to face. Only you. It appears somebody is still failing to understand their place. And as Goku goes in Super Saiyan Blue again, Vegeta just watches on as God Zamasu and Goku fight each other. And Goku's just standing there. Well, and Vegeta's just standing there. Then it just shows Goku clashing continuously with God Zamasu. Then Zamasu conjures up like this big stone block, and he throws it at Goku. And then he creates more blocks, which looks like those same stone blocks that are made of the hardest material in the universe that the Supreme Kai was talking about earlier on. And he's throwing tons of them at Goku. And one of them hits Goku, and it knocks him to the ground. Those are Klangite. The hardest known material in the universe. Can you not even hold your own against mere objects? Do you now understand how arrogant you truly are, mortal?
Darn it. This is bad. Zamasu is just toying with them. At this rate, Son Goku's most likely going to lose.
And then Goasu.
If he could only make his stand for 1 more hour. However, as far as I can see, that might be beyond all hope. Huh? What do you mean by 1 hour? The fusion is going to be nullified once the Potara loses its effect.
The Potaras only stay effective for an hour?
Correct.
And that's when Vegeta notices.
What did you say? Isn't the fusion permanent? That only happens when a Lord of Lords wears the Potara. Zamasu has not yet been officially appointed as a Lord of Lords.
Ah, that time in Majin Buu's body. So that was the reason the fusion was nullified back then. It was due to the time limit, not Buu. I never knew that.
I still don't get it, but we only need to keep him busy for another hour, right? If it's just buying some time, I can help too. What are you saying, Trunks? You stay here. No, I'm fighting with you. Even if it's only even if it's only Mai and myself left in this world, this is still our world. I can't afford to lose my father and the rest of you here. It's for my mother's sake as well. For Bulma, you mean? Yes. Losing you early in this world, Mother seemed lonely and missed you very much while she had to raise me on her own. Ever since I met you in the past, she never stopped asking me about you. To tell you the truth, she was going to travel with me to the past if she wasn't killed by... She was going to travel with me to the past if she wasn't killed by Goku Black. Mother cared more about you seeing you again than just escaping from Goku Black, I think. Bulma. I don't want her to be sad anymore. Never again. For my mother in the past who is waiting for you to come home, I cannot let you die here. Save those lines until you become fully grown as a fighter.
And then it cuts to Goku clashing with God Zamasu. And he gets thrown into a building. I've got no power left. Sounded like the vacuum was getting close again.
I've got no power left, and only 1 more senzu bean. Maybe I'll just eat it now. Kakarot!
What's wrong, Vegeta?
Give it to me.
Huh? What for? We should decide which one of us eats it first.
No, I'm telling you to hand that Potara over to me.
What? What are you... And then there's silence from Zamasu.
How long do you intend to hide down there? I can sense Vegeta's chi, too. Are they perhaps planning to escape to the past again? Well then, both of you will die here together.
And then there's a flash from the building that Goku and Vegeta are in, as Zamasu is holding up like a big ball of energy to prepare to destroy both Goku and Vegeta with. There's a flash inside, and then it dissipates. Then a massive blast comes, and it hits God Zamasu in the arm. And a massive blast not only shoots past him, but shoots off into space as well, completely destroying the landscape in that singular blast. Then it shows God Zamasu as half of his body is gone. But then he causes it to regenerate again.
I blew your arm off and it grew back like it was nothing. What is that form? My name is Vegirot, a warrior created by Potara Fusion just like you.
Oh, so this isn't Vegeta. This isn't Gogeta. Wow, I had my fusions wrong. It showed you just how little immersed I am into Dragon Ball for me to forget this one particular form.
My name is Vegirot, a warrior created by Potara Fusion just like you. of fusion of mortals. You didn't know mortals can fuse too? No wonder you were laughing like an idiot. Then I'll teach you something else you don't know. Looks like your Potara fusion will only last for 1 hour. What? Apparently, you are no different from us mortals, since you haven't become a Lord of Lords yet. How could I not know? Darn you, Goasu, how dare you keep that a secret from me?
Lord Goasu, I assume you didn't tell him everything.
No, and looking back now, I shouldn't have taught him about the fusion either. I regret everything.
And then it cuts to the wind sweeping through the plains as God Goasu goes,
Oh well, I guess 1 hour will be enough for me to defeat you. Don't get me wrong, I have no intention of letting this continue.
And then it shows Vegirot eating that 1 sensu bean so they can get a massive boost in power. Woo! And then Vegirot goes full Super Saiyan Blue, which completely and utterly shocks Zamasu.
This is what I called Vegirot Blue. I will erase you without leaving a trace. I will give you no time to regenerate. What did you say?
And then he blasts, and then Vegirot blasts Zamasu clear off into the distance, and then chases after him. And then he kicks Zamasu in the back. What is with y'all kicking people in the back? Is that the only spot y'all like to hit? I thought it was Vegito. Well, here it says Vegirot. So I feel like I think we call it Vegito in English, and Gogeta, we call him Gogeta, and then we have the other one which is called Vegito, but it's called Vegirot in the volume, because it's not like exactly like, it's not like the English dub, because the English dub does change names of different things. But he's called Vegirot here in He's called Vegirot here in the volume. So if this is indeed Vegito. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's do this. Yeah, it's Vegito, but it's called Vegirot in the manga. Yeah, in the Viz translation, he's called Vegirot. But we all know him as Vegito. Yeah. He's called Vegito. Yeah, he is Vegito. It is Vegito. But we know him as Vegito, but they call it Vegirot here in the manga. There is, like, you can tell there's differences between the anime and the manga, because instead of calling the people Supreme Kai, they call him the Lord of Lords. And instead of calling him King Kai, they call him Kami Sennin. Yeah, they call him that. And then instead of calling him Lord Zeno, they just call him the Lord of Everything. So the names are very different from how they are said sometimes in the English dub. But Zamasu got kicked into a nearby building far off.
That's... No way. That's impossible.
As it shows Zamasu actually bleeding. And then he tries to blast Vegito.
Eat this.
And Vegito just completely and utterly annihilates all the blasts sent his way, and then he punches away Zamasu. And then Vegito chases after him. It better not be saying I'm about to drop some more frames again. Are we still good? I am almost done. I really wish it would stop. I hope it's still good. Are we still good? Let me know if we're good. I want to make sure, because I want to at least get through this without it chopping up anything. Just let me know. Okay, it's in the green again. Back to it. And Vegito chases after him, and he continues to just beat on Zamasu. And then he punches him deep underground, and then he sends a blast underground, which completely implodes the pavement. And as he lands on the ground, everyone is just looking at the awesome power of Vegito.
My goodness, this is a fusion of two Saiyans. Who would have thought it would be like this? Hey, come on out, Zamasu. Don't forget that I'm the one who benefits the longer this lasts.
And then it shows hands coming out of the ground that grab onto Vegito, and Zamasu grabs on and starts to swing him around. And before he can fully swing around Vegito has pretty much sliced up Zamasu's arms.
Come on, you forgot your hands, Zamasu. Off we go.
And using the same Keyblade that Zamasu was so fond of, I'm willing to bet it's because of Kakarot being Goku's origin name. Yeah, the names are different in the manga compared to the anime. But Vegito conjures this, uses... Oh, wait. Whoa, my screen just turned off. What in the world? I don't know what that was. My screen just turned off and then turned back on again. That might have been an error. I need to continue. We're almost done. Let me do this. Let me get this. It's almost like there's something trying to keep me from reading this volume today.
I will not be stopped. Come on, you forgot your hands, Zamasu. Off we go.
And then it shows the same Keyblade that Zamasu was so fond of using. He uses it against Zamasu and continues to, slash at him. Sorry for the distractions. I just want to make sure that everything is lined up for all of you. And then he kicks away Zamasu, who goes flying straight into the air. And then Zamasu, having been skewered and sliced apart in numerous places, regenerates every part of him as he gets fed up and upset.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
As Vegito prepares to blast... Zamasu.
This is the end.
Zamasu crossing dimensions again. Yeah, he's over here trying to stop me from reading about his defeat. About him getting them pockets ran.
This is the end. Begone, Zamasu. Final Kame.
And then it shows Zamasu saying, bringing up some Klangite, as he says, knowing that defying a god is sin itself. Know your place, mortals. And he throws some Klangite at Vegito.
Final Kame.
And as one block goes his way, Vegito dodges out of the way.
Hame!
And then Zamasu brings up more Klangite. Amazing! This is incredible! This is a Supreme Kai. The power of Vegito Blue, could it already be greater than Lord Beerus's?
Atone for your sins with your death, mortals!
Ha! And then, before Vegito Blue can use the final Kame, they both Vegeta and Goku separate. What?
This is...
And then all the Klangite goes shooting towards Goku and Vegeta in that instant. They separated!
What? How could that happen?
And that's the end of chapter 23. And then we get a little bit of explanation about the fusions on the end of chapter 23. With Goasu saying,
by the way, you appear to have no knowledge about how the Potara's time limit works. Why didn't your old master teach you about it?
The old Lord of Lords was an incredibly easygoing guy. Or maybe he just had no idea. He fought Majin Buu without fusing with anyone and was defeated. Ah, no wonder Majin Buu looked the way he did. But that's chapter 23. Onwards to the last chapter of today, chapter 24, Son Goku's Evolution. And it shows both Goku and Vegeta laying amongst a pile of Klangite blocks. I thought there was going to be like a security tab inside of this volume, I guess not. With Vegeta upset and hurt, Goku out of breath and hurt.
Darn! Ow! Hey, what's going on here, Vegeta? How the heck should I know?
Aren't we supposed to have more time?
The Potara fusion shouldn't have lasted an hour. Should have lasted an hour, right?
Lord Goas, what is...
I don't know. Maybe those two are so powerful that the fusion was unstable. But Zamasu is still fused. Perhaps that's the limit of mortals. No way.
And then it cuts to Zamasu again, who's perfectly fine. What's this? Has your fusion ended already? Of course it did. There's no way mere mortals can handle the treasure of gods. Stop desecrating gods, you fools. And then, putting his hand to the side, Zamasu pretty much opens up a portal and sticks his fist through, and a portal comes up right next to Goku, and Zamasu's fist comes up and hits Goku right in the face.
What happened?
And then another portal comes up right next to Vegeta on the opposite side, and it's Zamasu kicking Vegeta in the opposite direction. I shall teach you how foolish and hopeless your actions are.
Darn it,
goes Trunks.
My lord, how long do we have until Zamasu separates?
Most likely around 20 minutes. And then Trunks prepares to get his sword out. Trunks! You can't, Trunks! If you go now, your death will be meaningless.
Ugh. Even now I'm useless. What did I even come back here for?
And then it shows Zamasu opening up more portals as he just barrages both Goku and Vegeta with punches from all sides that they're not capable of deflecting or dodging. And they just constantly get knocked back. That's an overpowered power when you think about it. The ability to create and open up portals that appear anywhere. Because that basically can make, if you were just a strict melee fighter, but then you suddenly got the ability to open up portals, you then suddenly becoming a long-range fighter. You don't even need to move from the space you are, you just need to punch into a portal, and then have that portal appear multiple times around a person, and you just barrage a person with punches all over. The ability of portals is actually kind of overpowered when you think about it. Lord Goku, and then cuts to Goku and Vegeta.
No way! If we had a sensu being...
Then Supreme Kai. Lord Goasu, never in my life have I regretted becoming the Lord of Lords as much as I do now. If I had chosen to remain as the apprentice to the old King Kai, I would still have the power of restoration.
You're right, but if you hadn't become the Lord of Lords...
Janemba. That comes to mind.
You're right, but if you hadn't become the Lord of Lords, you wouldn't have been able to use the Ring of Time to come here. There's nothing we can do now.
That should be the voice I give to Goasu. That's the correct one. Because it sounded way too much like I was trying to do a very deep, gravelly, old Vegeta.
Wait a second. What did you just say? Huh? I said we wouldn't have been able to come here with the Ring of Time if we weren't a Lord of Lords. Not that. Before that. About what you could do if you remained an apprentice to the Lord of Lords.
The restoration power. Like Zamasu and Kibito, those who serve the Lord of Lords have the power to restore people. Why are you asking about it? Then Trunks doesn't say anything.
I have been one. I've been apprenticed to the Lord of Lords.
What?
Back when I was fighting Dabra, I was adopted as the apprentice under the Lord of Lords in this timeline.
You were apprentice? Did you undergo that ritual?
Ritual? You mean when you danced around me for an entire day? That?
Yes, that ritual. So that means... Trunks, you already possess that power. The power to restore.
I have the power to restore? So that's how it was. So that's what it was. Everything makes so much sense. Everything makes sense now. When Mai was nearly killed by Goku Black, and when Lord Goasu almost died.
Wow, so it's because of Trunks that Mai is alive and Goasu are alive. Because since he was an apprentice, he now has the power to bring people back.
With my restoration power, I saved them without even realizing it. I'm going to go heal them right now.
Wait, hold on. And then there's an explosion directly behind them, as we see Vegeta's body getting thrown in the air. And as he's thrown in the air, Trunks screams out, "Father!" And he flies off and he grabs him.
Father, I'll get you healed right now. What are you talking about?
Trunks, please, wait! You are only able to restore one person as powerful as Super Saiyan Blue. You can't heal both of them. You have to choose either Goku or Vegeta. And right here in the specific volume, they got Vegeta instead of Vegeta. They put a A instead of the E. Just a little grammar error, but we know who he's talking about.
What? What's going on, Trunks? Father, It appears that I have healing powers. I can help you get back to normal.
And Vegeta just looks at him. And then, before Trunks can even put his hand on his father's shoulder, Vegeta grabs him and moves it away.
Hold it, Trunks. If you can only heal one man, then heal Kakarot.
What?
Why do you? For now, the only one who's capable of fighting equally with Zamasu using Super Saiyan Blue is Kakarot, not me.
And then they all just look on as Vegeta admits this.
I hate to admit it, but it became clear to me why we were fused.
And he glares off in another direction as he gets up.
We are all going to make it through, and we will go home alive. Got it?
And as he jets off, Trunks just screams out, "Father!" Then it cuts to Zamasu, who has Goku by the neck. "Now, beg for your life. Grovel at my feet. Do it now, Saiyan."
Who would ever bow down to you?
And then Zamasu just palm strikes Goku in a nearby distance. And he makes a portal appear behind Goku, who slips through it and appears right next to him so that Zamasu can kick him as soon as he appears, and sends him through another portal, and then just pinballs Goku through all these portals back to himself just so he can kick him into another portal and repeat the process over and over and over again. And needless to say, Goku's getting bodied something heavy. "You filthy Saiyan scum, how many times must I crush you? No matter how many times I crush you, my anger will never cease." And then he kicks Goku into a portal, and before he goes through it, Vegeta appears and grabs Goku and keeps him from going through it.
Vegeta! Go to Trunks.
Huh? What?
Shut up and do as I say.
And then he throws Goku in the direction of where Trunks is, causing him to hit the ground. Ow! What's with you? What's wrong with you, Vegeta?
Goku!
And as Vegeta is looking in one direction, Zamasu comes up behind Vegeta and puts him and starts to strangle him. "What about you? Are you prepared to kneel before God?"
Don't mess with me! I am the Prince of all Saiyans! Even if I have to die, I'll never give up my pride!
And then he just erupts in like a massive blast that envelops the entire skyline. This can't be. He's all right. He's not self-destructing. Because thinking it was going to be like his last self-destruct final flash or solar flare, or I forget the exact name of the attack. But Vegeta's down, and he's laying on the ground.
Now, come get me, Zamasu. Try to kill me at once.
Don't you dare think I'd let you off so easily. I'll make you suffer until your body can't take it anymore. Only then will I kill you. He literally just says, when the entire world is ashes, then you have my permission to die. He literally just pulled a Bane. Vegeta's deliberately trying to provoke him so that he can buy us some time. And then Zamasu lands directly over Vegeta and just starts to pummel him just over and over and over again. And Mai's watching.
This is horrible.
You must hurry, Trunks. You have to finish before he kills Vegeta.
Yeah.
Trunks, is it true that you're able to heal only one of us? Goes Goku.
I've never done this before. I can't guarantee that it'll work.
You okay with it being me?
Yes. Even my father decided to swallow his pride and leave all that's left to you.
Even Vegeta? And then Trunks focuses and he starts to heal Goku. And Goku feels all this energy being brought back to him. As everyone is shocked that Trunks is able to do it. This is great. You're amazing, Trunks. You really fixed me up. And then Trunks falls over because he used up too much energy. Trunks, are you all right?
Trunks!
Yes, barely. As expected, it requires a tremendous amount of power to restore Super Saiyan Blue. Goku, I'm counting on you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Trunks. With this power, I should be able to face him. Vegeta's reaching his limit! Goku! And then it shows Goku looking in the direction of Zamasu, as Zamasu knees Vegeta directly and sends him tumbling a far distance away, completely almost unconscious.
He passed out already. You gutless piece of trash. you are too weak to release my frustration on.
And before Zamasu can blast Vegeta, Goku appears in front of him.
What's with you? Were you not on the edge of death?
I was restored, thanks to Trunks.
Restored, you say? Tch, I never thought he could do that.
And then Supreme Kai comes up and grabs Vegeta. And both Goku and Supreme Kai nod to one another, and Supreme Kai takes away Vegeta so that Goku can face him alone.
This is the beginning of round 2. This time, I'll show you everything I've got.
And Zamasu just looks at him. Then Supreme Kai lands in front of Trunks, as Trunks prepares to immediately heal Vegeta.
Trunks, what are you going to do?
Father!
Don't worry, I'll only heal him enough to wake him up.
And then he heals him enough for Vegeta to actually wake up. And then he wakes.
Thank goodness. Trunks, what's the situation right now? They're about to start fighting.
And then it shows Goku facing off with Zamasu.
Blue again. Will you never learn? There is no future for Super Saiyan Blue. How can you not see that? Stop clinging to that data transformation. It's painful to watch.
And then then Goku is still in a Super Saiyan Blue state, but the massive energy that emanates from him is still there.
Whew. The blue energy from Goku is gone. Take a good look, Trunks. That is the answer he reached.
I was wondering what you were up to. You were merely trying to buy some time after all. And then Goku gets down and prepares to launch at Zamasu.
Here I come!
And he launches at Zamasu, and they both just go fighting. Trunks out here being a little baby Dende. Yes, he is. He's just acting like Dende. He's just acting like Dende, just healing everybody. So Goku and Zamasu continue to clash with one another. I may watch this fight in the anime just to relive it again. And Zamasu starts using portals to try and hit Goku, but Goku is now dodging every single one of these blows. And before Zamasu is able to take his hand out of a portal, Goku manages to land a hit on Zamasu, but Zamasu also does the same with another portal he brought up. And everyone is shocked to see Zamasu actually get hit, with Goku going, "Got you.
You bastard."
Goku, this is amazing. He's fighting equally with Zamasu.
Kakarot managed to seal the overflowing power from Super Saiyan Blue within his body.
What?
Blue's weakness is that its full power lasts only for a short while. He faced that weakness and overcame it.
So that means, right now, Goku is...
He's continuously fighting at 100%. Finally, he completed Super Saiyan Blue.
And then it shows that, yeah, he pretty much completed Super Saiyan Blue, and he's fighting evenly with God Zamasu right now. Zamasu does land a hit on Goku in the gut, but it's not enough to stave off Goku, as he just elbows Zamasu across the plains. And Zamasu, not liking that, charges right back at him again, and they clash with one another. And then Zamasu headbutts Goku, sending him backwards a little bit. Then Goku comes back and kicks Zamasu to the distance.
Nice! At this rate, he'll be able to last until Zamasu defuses!
Then Goku launches at Zamasu, and Zamasu brings up an entire death ball and throws it at Goku as he's charging him. And Goku sees this, and he tries to deflect it and try to push it back, as Zamasu is doing everything he can to push it towards Goku. And the struggling continues, as all of a sudden Goku's arm gets real beefy and muscly, and he throws the death ball straight into the air, surprising even Zamasu.
We Saiyans are as tough as iron. You knew that, didn't you? Nice! Just a little more! He's almost there!
Then it cuts to an inner monologue of Vegeta.
Kakarot, I knew he was working himself hard.
I bit my tongue.
Kakarot, I knew he was working himself hard too. I knew he was working himself too hard. Holding the power of Super Saiyan Blue within his body could break him at any moment. The question is how long he can bear it.
Then it cuts to Goku, still clashing with Zamasu and punching him into another nearby building. There's a lot of buildings for Goku to punch people into. I just noticed. For this to be a destroyed Earth, there are so many buildings for people to be punched directly into. Then all of a sudden, Goku feels the power of Super Saiyan Blue start to tax on his body. Then he focuses and it dissipates from his hand.
Whew. Crap. I knew it was too early to try this. My body is already starting to break.
Then Zamasu shoots up into the air, more mad than ever.
Don't get carried away. Overconfidence with your power is another bad habit of Saiyans. And there he goes, back to normal again. This sure is a pain in the butt.
And that is the end. Yeah, there is no additional surprise chapters at the end of this one. We've reached the end, ladies and gentlemen. We are done with Volume 4 of Dragon Ball Super. Sorry if it took so long. This actually took a lot shorter than it did for me to do in the last one. So we're actually moving quickly through these because now we only have 4 chapters per volume now. So these streams probably won't be as long as I keep with the same pace. It'll definitely be under 2 hours. So, that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. It's going on it's mad dark outside for it to be 6 o'clock. But that's all I got for all of you here today. We are done with Dragon Ball Super Volume 4. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow as we continue with Dragon Ball Super Volume 5. All I can say to everyone here, firstly, hope you all enjoy. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I enjoy reading these volumes and these books and these series for you all. It's a joy. It's an honor, too. So, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples. This is fun. See, this is what I always wanted to do, and now that it's my full-time job, I get to do it. I'm so happy.